Welcome to Balatro. Today we're going to play a little bit. I'm thinking of the red deck on Gold Stake. Maybe you just want to watch some Balatro and chill. Maybe you need some tips, but that'd be fun just to make a video, see what type of run we get in today. So go ahead and start with our starting hands. I could do a full house, but the threes typically aren't going to be a high enough score. And I would sacrifice $1. So I'm just gonna kind of get a little bit risky here. Maybe get an ace or a 9. Oh, why am I getting? Oh, right, because it's red deck. I'm stupid. I'm like, why am I getting 3 discards? So we are gonna lose that $1 anyways because of the extra hands, but we do get our full house. That is fine. I feel like a lot of Balatro Gold Stake, you do have to take a couple of risks. Just you don't always have to, but that really stinks getting a really good joker like that you can't afford first round. Like I was saying, you do have to take a lot of risk in Gold Stake because your runs can die really fast if you don't play optimally. But sometimes you get really lucky. I'm going to try to maybe go for a straight here. I don't think it's going to be a one hand. I feel like this is a trap. Go ahead and discard those. I'm more likely to get a 9 or an ace. So let's see. There we go. Okay. I don't think this is going to be enough for one hand. But let's see. Maybe a little. Oh, okay. Actually, and that's good to note for next round too. Still need a little oomph. Maybe we can get walkie-talkie's pretty good. I could either take a guaranteed multi and chip adder or take a risk. I feel like since I want at least $1 of interest, I know it seems really minimal, but we've got to add up some money because some good jokers are going to start showing up, and if we can't afford them, this run's just going to die. So 10s and 4s. So I have a 10 here. So let's just go ahead and not try to be too greedy. Let's just try to get another 10. There's a 4. Okay, let's be greedy now. And see if we can get multiple 10s or 4s. Okay, that's good. Gonna be enough. I think it is with Seltzer. But let's just go ahead and discard once more. What we get here. Okay. So I'm gonna play all 5 of these. That way, if it's not enough, maybe I get a chance of getting another 10. I can do a pair of 10s with Seltzer and walkie-talkie. Oh, wow. Okay. That's really good to know. I just need a pair then, really, with walkie-talkie and Seltzer. But this is only going to last me the next 8 rounds. I could pivot into straights. I'm not too sure if that's a good idea. This runner is a really powerful joker, especially on gold run. I think I'm going to roll with it. I could be really greedy here and go for Spectral. I think I'm going to go for it because, yep, I could get Immolate. That's just going to put us in the money positive, which is really good. Just so we verify what got rid of. So aces and kings are a little weak. So queens to 8s are good straight possibilities. And then further down, we don't have a lot of 4s. That actually stinks with walkie-talkie, but we're going to pivot out of it, so it's not too bad. We could even check for a joker. Let's see, that's $6. If we were to sell something, let's sell Seltzer. Yeah, let's try that. I think I'm going to sell Seltzer for the interest. Yep, and we can get a little bit of money here. Actually, business card with Seltzer might be really good. Swashbuckler is a guaranteed molt, but this would help us earn a lot of money. Go ahead and do that with Seltzer. I know I'm at 17, but with the Seltzer and the business card, we could earn a lot of money. I am going to keep that for now. Okay, so this is really good. Let's go ahead and just discard these and be super greedy. Feel like if we get a king or a jack, we could do a full house and possibly get... Okay, we could even do a straight and level up our runner. Let's do that. That's a little less greedy. Well, it's not going to win outright. Let's do this. We'll play the 2 queens. Don't really play that, but we'll play it anyways. That way we can possibly, yeah, $4. Might not seem a lot in the grand scheme of things. And then this should just outright win and upgrade our runner here. So that's kind of like what I was talking about, playing like a little bit optimally. We don't have to stick to a straight run, but if we start leveling it up early, it could be really powerful and win us the run. Especially on Gold Stake. I wish Gold Stake, you could have a little more fun, like if you want to do a lucky card build. I feel like Gold Stake just isn't the stake for that. That's kind of more like the early stakes, white, green, red. But gold is kind of, you have to bend around what you're given. So let's go ahead and see. We didn't get a planet card. I'm going to save those because it means, if you're not aware, when you have cards here, planet cards, it blocks them from showing up in packs and here when you reroll, unless you have the Joker that allows duplicates to show up. Why am I forgetting his name? So I'm just going to keep those, hopefully get it straight, because we are trying to do a straight build. For now, we're just trying to get some money. And I don't really think... Well, if we get a blue seal, it could be really good. We didn't get a blue seal, but we did get a queen with a red seal. That is pretty good. I'm down to queens. What I could do is just, if I get a strength card, strengthen one of my queens to a king, and then I'm back on track. So let's go ahead, go to our next blind. Remembering to play... Oh. Not really. I'm not too worried really about losing with walkie-talkie and seltzer. So I'm just going to greed it up again. Discard. I am trying to get as much money as possible. And I am trying to, second objective, level up this runner. But, okay, so this is really good. So I don't think this will be outright win, but this could possibly get us, what is that? 1 in 2 chance. So 10, 20, am I right? 22, 24 max dollars. It's probably not going to be that much, but even with $10, I'd be happy. 2, 4. Oh, $4. That's horrible. That's okay. What we'll go ahead and do, just because Seltzer's still here, even though it's a high card, that could be $4. So we'll go ahead and play that. Only 2, that's fine. And here we have our straight. So we'll go ahead and play our straight, level up this guy, and get out of this round with this 10. So ultimately, with all those hands, I did get $10, but spread across all those plays, not the best. I feel like your odds are usually not the best with especially trying to get a Joker off the wheel. You know your odds are pretty shot. So here we go, straight, and as you can tell, we don't have Mars or Neptune showing up. Obviously, it could be coincidence, but because of the way it works, it's actually that they're blocked. So we'll just keep leveling up straight because we're pivoting into a straight build. Not really even pivoting at this point. Now we're just building into a straight build. We will get rid of Seltzer pretty soon here. I'm hoping to get a little bit more money out of it. I can't be as greedy with Flint because I could die if I'm really greedy, and I do have that problem. Balatro. In fact, I'm not even gonna greed this first one. If I don't get money, it's fine. I'd rather just not lose. Powerful enough, yeah. And that's totally fine. Seltzer's still good for 2, and business card's still good for 2. That's fine. Bootstraps is usually pretty good, but it is a rental, or not a rental, it's a perishable. Popcorn will also perish. Go ahead and try to get more straights. Okay. We're getting super lucky here with these straights. This is awesome. And speak of the devil, I'll go ahead and level up high card because I'm sure I'm gonna have to play a few high cards later rounds. I think I'm gonna sell these 2 now. Now I'm at 35. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this voucher. Possibly see more straight cards coming up, straight planets, Saturns. Okay, so I only have 2 left. Let's go ahead and be greedy. Queen, Jack 10, 9, Jack 10, 9, 8. I could play a pair here. It's not gonna win, but it could be up to $8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Hey, there we go. There's some money. So now what we need is 9, 8. We just need a straight. I'm not gonna for $4. Yeah, might as well. Oh, I'm stupid. That's fair. That's okay. Oh, and Seltzer perished. That's because I was too greedy. That's fine. We've got her straight here. This should get us out of here with walkie-talkie. Perfectly fine. As you can see, we're not just blowing it out of the water anymore. So we're going to need something with a molt. This only has 1 round remaining. I am going to keep trying to play straight, so I'm going to keep it. Go ahead and open Arcana first. And let's go ahead and take the Hermit. Money is always good. Greed is good. Allows us to roll into more powerful jokers. Both of these, not so great. Photograph, usually, I know people that love Photograph, but I'm gonna take the tribe because it's more rare. If we get some tarot cards, that'll help boost with not the hermit. What's the one? I know exactly what he looks like, but I'm forgetting who he is. The one that gives you money based on your jokers. Okay, so nothing really good here. I'm not too worried about getting a rental. God, what is our boss? Spades. Okay. I want to sacrifice $3. Um, what is the score required? 4,800. I think I can play two straights. I think I'm okay here. So let's see. 6, 7, 8, blank 10. I could try to get a 9. Let's do that because I have 4. That could be $4. Not 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So let's play the lowest straight. That way we could possibly get a queen and a jack. Build another straight. I think we're gonna need two. Yeah, we're gonna need two. Yep. Okay. I'm not gonna be. No, that's only $2, and there's a pair. Don't fall for that again. I could do 2 paired. No, let's go ahead and try for the queen. This is not good. Ace, ace, jack, jack, 10. Let's go ahead and try for the queen. So let's do this. Oh, please save us, queen. Queen did not save us, but we do have a jack 10, 9, 8, 7. So we did get saved a little. That is so lucky. And we got the $2. Nice. Okay. So clearly we're going to need another Moltz because that was calling it really close. So let's go ahead. Let's roll first. More planets because we got that voucher. Oh, we could get a legendary. Yeah, I think that's the best. I would really like Emperor to start making these stronger, but you can't really pass up on a legendary. Kings and queens give ×2. Okay, so that will be really good with their straights, but that pretty much tells us we're going to be doing ace, king, queen, jack, 10s, or king, queen, jack, 10, 9s. Don't really, I'd rather roll than get a specialty card because we need Moltz. And I am going to go below 25 here because I think we're going to die if we don't. Like, that'll help a lot, don't get me wrong, but I think we need some more Moltz. Here it is. Temperance, that's what I was talking about. Because we have the tribe, even though it's perishable, it's still worth $4. So Temperance still sees it as money. Awesome. I'm not going to be playing 2 pair. Let's be a little greedy then. Look into this jumbo. Really want any of those. And we will roll once more. Clubs and flush. Don't want either of those. So business card isn't going to really help me. I'm going to go ahead and sell it. Go next round. Sell one of these. And we'll be back up to $25. So all spades are buffed. That's stinky with this. I'm going to keep that 10. Okay, I don't need to. I'm going for the ace through 10. So I need a jack here. I'm a little worried that we're not going to... Okay, so we got it. Let me just reread this again. Kings and queens give ×2 Molt. So good idea if you ever have a joker that gives ×2 on specific cards or it's polychrome, always move them to the end. Because that way, if any of your cards like this goes off the 10, the Molt gets added and then these ×2 go off. So let's go ahead and play this hand, see if it's enough. I'm not sure that it'll be. Okay. We're okay. Okay. So we can, with an ace through 10, king and well, actually, with a king and a queen, we can pretty much get close to 20k with our current hand. I do really want the grabber. I am gonna go for the Arcana. We did say we were gonna level up a king, but I don't know that we should right now. You also get a Joker. I really love my lucky cards, but it's so risky in Gold Stake because obviously even with the die Joker, you're not guaranteed that you're gonna get your lucky card to trigger. It's just a better chance. I think honestly we go for Judgment. It's less, well, Lucky's more fun. Let's go ahead and go with lucky cards because we could also get some money off it, which would help a lot. Let's go ahead and get the grabber. That'll help us in case we don't get lucky on our draw here. Okay, so let's We could do Jack 10, 9, 8. Queen, Jack 10, 9, 8. I'd rather have the king and the queen, just be safe here. Yeah, so we're going to go with ace through 10 here. So here we go. Nice. And again, we're going to move them to ends. This being a red seal, that's going to trigger twice, which is awesome for, I might pronounce it wrong, AAA. Maybe that's right. But let's go ahead and put the lucky card also first, because if we get the times 20 and then the queen triggers, it's going to be a higher score. Let's go ahead and play off that. Doing pretty good. And we did get the 20. That's awesome. Oh, wow. Look at that. We're already, with one lucky card, we're a fourth of the way of winning the run. That's just good molt, fortune teller. It is one of my more favorite jokers. Let's go ahead and buy this, and then to scale it, get an Arcana pack, because we can always get money from that, or planets. Instead of going for 2 random planets, I'm actually going to go for Hierophant here. That way it gives us a little chips so that we can scale a little bit higher. Again, it being gold stake, I don't really want to chance it too much. Let's take the lower, the pair. I feel like since we're trying to build straights, our hand, we're gonna be saving like 3 to 4 cards while re-rolling and discarding. So I definitely want to get the planets with the smaller hands, just to give myself better chances. I could try to go through ace through 5, but then AAA doesn't really trigger. So here we go. So again, you can see here with the chips. Let's go ahead and put it here. And let's see with just 1 lucky card. That's see how much we can get off this. Oh, I put the 10. I'm stupid. I should have put the 10 before. Me giving advice and then not following it. That's awesome. Okay. Go ahead and open our Arcana pack. Okay. So I think it'd be really smart to make another copy. We could try to lucky again. Let's see. What are we? We're low on kings. Honestly, actually, I'm going to go for the lucky here. Because again, more money is going to let us customize the deck more. I'm not going to go for a standard pack. Well, let's go ahead and try to get a king or a queen. Nice. Okay. So that's really good for us. That means extra chances to build that multiplier. And then also just purple seal letting us get some extra tarot cards. Go ahead and see diamonds are debuffed. Another thing too I'm thinking is we could build into something other than straights. I kind of want to keep how we're doing though. The straights. I was thinking of like building into like king, all queens or all kings. I've done that before at AAA, which is really strong, but it's so hard to set up, and especially on gold stake. I think I'm just going to take my chances with straights. It's going to keep growing the runner, which again, if I have to pivot or if I have to in the future play something, a different hand other than a straight, like if I get the boss where you can only play 1 hand, then I get like 3 queens. At least I'll have more chips because this was being built up. And again, I'm not following my advice of putting those at the end. So funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. A death is really good. Let's buy that. And I am going to buy this voucher because we could possibly get a multi. Oh, that is so good. Go ahead and buy you. And you know what? I know we were just saying we might not pivot, but we have what, 6 queens now? We could pivot into all queens and kings. That could be really good. Let's go ahead and start building some of these smaller cards into some of the queens. I think the red seal with AAA is much better. Let's go ahead and do that. I could sell the tribe to buy this, but then be back down to 19. I think I'm just going to sell it and then just be at 23 bucks. That way we get an extra $1 of interest. So let's go ahead and discard all these. Still want to play, even though I'm talking about doing this death, I still want to play some straights because, like I was just saying, I still want to build the runner. I don't want to just... I will save them. I don't want to just pivot immediately into queens because the runner's so good, and while we can still strengthen them, we might as well. I'm still not following my advice there. That's fine. That gives us more chance to draw those queens, right? Or more straights. Yeah, it was all calculated, you know, just like another straight. Fine. I gotta be more wary about my card placement. That's okay. I'm doing okay. I'm not dying. Let's go ahead and spend our money to try to get Saturn. We did not get a Saturn. So here, let's do high card again. And then I like Mary Andy, but I'm really worried. We have 5 hands. So how many cards for hands? Discards each round. -1 hand size. I think that might not be so good. Because that's what? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip Mary Andy. Mary Andy usually is pretty good, especially with like a being at 6 discards, but I'm so worried about having too small of a hand, not being able to build a straight. And then if I'm holding on, like let's say I'm ace, king, jack 10, and I'm trying to go for a queen, and I can only discard like 2 cards at a time, that's just really not comfortable to me. I got super lucky here with a black hole. That's just going to be able to give us a little bit more power with our straights and everything else, just in case we get in a tricky situation. All these, again, going for the king, queen, jack 10. Not getting very lucky here with queens. That's okay, we did get lucky. I am just holding on to these. I would like to use them so they appear more often, but I want to go for both the red seal and the purple seal queen. I think that's going to be a lot stronger. And again, following my advice, let's go ahead and put the queen and the king at the end. That way, if these 2 trigger and our 10 triggers off walkie-talkie, molt will be higher. That did trigger. We got super lucky. This should be about 90. No, only 60. Okay. We got to start scaling a little bit faster then. It's going to start catching up with us. Steel, spades, bonus. I turn a 10 into bonus. Or I could do steel. Let's go ahead and just do more bonus cards. That's totally fine. Not too worried here. And do you want to stay above 25? Let's just stay above 20. Well, it's 1 in 5. I think their chances for Saturn are good. Awesome. Once we get Saturn to like, yeah, here we go. Here's the needle. Little nerve-wracking. I'm almost tempted to just discard these 3 because if we get screwed here, we can at least play. Okay, we didn't get screwed here. Let's go ahead and discard these 3 and try to get some of those lucky cards though, or one of those queens that a little stronger. And so that's stronger. Ace, king. I'm just making sure I don't discard too much here. Ace. Okay. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. We move the queen and the 10. I think this will be strong enough with the spades and the clubs being hero fonted. And we just got that planet card, so we should be fine here. Yeah, we're fine. 50k. Okay. I really got to start scaling these a little more. Clearance sale is always good. Judgment is good. I almost want to buy like all of this. Let's go ahead and open the spectral pack first, because we can level up a card. Yeah, let's go ahead and do. In fact, here, let's go ahead and do this right now. Death. Do the fool. We'll make another queen here. And that scales this too, which is so good. We'll make more. There we go. Now if we start pivoting, we're already at 210 chips. It's really good. Go ahead and chance another joker here, because that scales this. That's really good. Some molts. I'm going to skip these 2 for now. Well, skip this permanently, but skip this for now. Money is always good, but I'd rather have the extra $2 in interest. So let's keep trying to build straights. I know I just put all those queens into my deck, but I would rather keep building straights. See, that's good. So there's $20. And then let's get another card. Oh, don't discard you. Ace, king, queen. Actually, we can discard that. Queen, jack. Yep. And more clubs. Are all of those clubs? They are. Is there a boss coming up with clubs? Nope. So let's go ahead and turn that. Or actually, that into club, because we can always strengthen those to queens if we pivot. I think we will pivot. I feel like even though straights are good, we're very fortunate to the point where we have not remaining. We have 10 queens in our deck, 50 cards. That's a 1 in 5 chance to draw this queen. So let's do this. We don't need this for the score, so let's try to play the queen, the lucky queen, and see if we can get 20 bucks off that. That would be really nice. I know that's a little bit min-maxing. Oh, sweet. We got 20 bucks off that jack. Oh, wow. That wasn't enough. That's a little worrisome. Luckily we have all these queens. Would love to play another straight, but we're not going to get that chance, are we? And because of that black hole, those are leveled up. That's really nice. Okay. So we're still not in the clear. Even with 30 molts and AAA, or way more than that because of walkie-talkie and chips. Still not good, but we are at 73. We went from, what was it, 26 bucks to 73. Let's go ahead and get the clearance sale. Usually I like to buy the Arcana packs before getting that voucher in case we get the Hermit. Got lucky though. Or not the Hermit. The other one that gives you how much money your jokers are worth. We did get the Hermit though. That's super lucky there. That helps level up Fortune Teller. Go ahead and see if we can get a queen or a king here. We can. Select a queen. Let's keep rolling. There's Oops All Sixes. I love Oops All Sixes. One of my favorite jokers. I'm thinking since we have this many lucky queens, it would be almost silly not to, even though it's a rental. If we're hitting, I think that's probably like best case scenario. Walkie-talkie is good, but I think we can do without because that's only going to score off 10s. And if we pivot to queens, not really helpful. We do want to do Hanged Man so we can get rid of some of these lower cards. And I'll buy Lovers just for now because for $2, essentially it's 1 because I'm going to sell it. When I reroll, this Lovers is going to be blocked. So I have more chances to get some of these other tarot cards. Again, that's been maxing, but go ahead and do that. So here you go. You see 1, and I buy it. There we go. So I'm just going to move forward with Emperor and Hanged Man. Hopefully with this next round, we can go ahead and want to do another straight, I'm thinking. Let's delete those 2 because they're not any chance to strengthen. Could get another Emperor. Yeah, let's go ahead and try another Emperor. Before I do that, let me go ahead and molt these 2 guys. That's just scaling our Fortune Teller. Yep, and a gold card, sweet. Queen, blank 10. Let's go ahead and try to get another straight here. I don't know that we're gonna get it, but let's save that 9 in case we get it. We didn't, but we can do 5 of not 5 of a kind. I'm just gonna play it. I don't know why I'm blanking here. I'm gonna convert one of these kings here into this queen. Yep. And I'm gonna put our red seal at the ends because AAA is gonna trigger twice, and then I'll just turn this guy here. So molt first, lucky, 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 and Queen of Clubs. That way it's gonna scale the highest with AAA. Guaranteed molt, possible, 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 and then twice. So flush 5. That's what it is, because they're all clubs. Let's just hope we don't get the Joker that disables clubs, because then we're in trouble here. Okay. We didn't get any that I remember money triggers. Again, we're going to buy this, so it blocks things out. Let's go ahead and buy the full house so we can possibly get a straight here or a flush 5. Got a flush 5. That's awesome. Open a standard. See if we can get some queens here. Polychrome, I love it, but it would take a lot of strength to get that to queen. So let's go ahead and skip that for now. +1 hand size is good, but not good. Well, let's see if I'm discarding. I'm like doing some mental gymnastics here. Is that worth it? That is 1 extra chance. I think it's better. We've already got the molt. I don't think Mystic Stomach is better than getting more guaranteed chances at that flush 5. Because that flush 5 is pretty much an automatic win of the round. Whereas if we don't get it, there's a high chance that we might not score high enough. I'm going to still try... mouth vomit. I am going to still try to build straights here with the juggler. But possibly that's going to give us more chances here to just get also more lucky cards to get more money. I'm going to roll down to 25 because we don't have the voucher that gets more interest. That would be good if we were guaranteed those queens, but again, since it's now 12 out of 50 cards, so less than a fifth of a chance to draw all those, but it's not guaranteed. I'm going to keep the juggler here. I'm gonna rule once more. Didn't really get anything I want here, so we'll just go next round. First hand is drawn face down. Go ahead and discard our lowest value here. Okay, so that's an ace. 3. These could be queens or kings. Scary. Let's go ahead and use both of these, even though I'm going to discard because it scales this. But if these are purple queens, then we have a higher chance of getting to bonus tarot cards. So let's see, ace, queen, jack. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's discard 5. So one of them was a tarot. That might be another queen, so let's go ahead and discard it. We're going to go for a straight here. Okay, so we got it. Just because not sure if this is gonna score 120. Let's turn this 10 into, well, should we turn the king into glass? Let's turn the king here into glass and put him at the end here when we play this hand. I said, and then that way, if he self-destructs, that'll be really good because it's going to be harder to turn him into king. It thins our deck, and it's good for AAA. Basically guarantees that we beat this boss with a straight. Nice. Cool. And we get a little bit more leveling. Even with all of those bonuses, that was only 192. That is really scary here. Go ahead and buy the Hermit. Do we have a planet one here? No, we don't. I'm going to try to roll and get some Arcana cards, Tarot cards to block this pack. I do want Director's Cut because I was talking if we get that boss where clubs are blocked, we're screwed. Hearts, that's fine. Not going to buy this Mega Pack. That is so good with the queens. So let's go ahead. Man, we got a lot of good cards here. Let's buy this. Let's buy you for sure. I am going to keep the juggler just for this Arcana pack because it's going to give us one extra option here in case we get something good. Do we want to do a 50% chance of Wheel of Fortune, or do we want to go ahead and do Emperor? I think Wheel of Fortune's funnier. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. Emperor would have been +3 mult to this little guy, but it's fine. We're going to go ahead and sell the juggler for a polychrome photograph. With the queens, it's just so good. It's just going to hyperscale here. I think. Yeah. Put you right there. And let's roll at least once. Nothing really to write home about. We did get the juggler again, but I don't think I really want to sell any of these. I want that +28 mult. I know with Oops All Sixes that obviously we get +20 per card, but it's just not guaranteed. Just not feeling that confident with it. I don't really care about the gold here because I have a not higher chance, but $3 in the scheme of getting 20 seems better to me. 110, we can beat that with a straight. Let's go ahead and try to get a straight so we can scale our runner. I am gonna chance it. I don't feel too bad about possibly losing here. I feel like we're okay. Yeah, we're fine. Let's go ahead and just use both of these because skills you. This one glass. That will be like our emergency queen. Play all y'all. We'll move you guys to the end here. And let's go ahead and scale runner. This is such a good run. I'm really surprised that we got this lucky. Like, Oops All Sixes is one of my favorite jokers. And I feel like if you, in the beginning of your run, make a lot of lucky cards, once you get Oops All Six, it's almost like a guaranteed, not a guaranteed win, but it's guaranteed you're going to be scoring high enough that you don't really have to like make panic decisions. Go ahead and make both of these hero fonts. Don't really care about stones or hearts. And then let's just roll once. We didn't get a tarot card. So let's go ahead and open this. We did get a death. Let's go ahead and make more queens because we love our queens. Nice. Now let's go ahead and see. Okay, 220 is the boss. I don't think we made that much with a straight, but Go ahead and not be too greedy. Let's just go discard one of these. It gives us more chances for more of those purples. Could strengthen these two. Try to go for 5 queens. Let's save that strength. I don't quite want to use that. For another. Use you because I'm not. I think it's going to be my final Joker layout. I feel like it's strong enough. I don't really need to do anything different. But let's try to keep more chips in our final hand. You. Yep. I think we might as well, and we'll just play 4 of a kinds because we didn't get our straight. We could kind of greed it up a little and try to get a straight, but I think holding on to this probably worse. Let's do that. Let's tell you. Let's try to get, actually, just so it's a guaranteed, let's go ahead and try to get a 5th queen here. Yeah, we got her. Okay. So that way it's a flush 5. Go ahead and move guaranteed to the top. Red seal at the back. So AAA triggers the most. Play our flush 5. I'm curious if we're going to hit 1 million off this. Oh yeah, easily. Almost 3 mil. That's awesome. We are killing it. Now we just got to make sure we don't screw up our final boss run. So there's our flush 5. That's awesome. I don't really care about adding more queens right now. We're sitting at 14, which is great. I'd rather remove cards than add cards right now, especially with the clubs. It's highly unlikely I'm going to get a queen of clubs in these bad boys. That will be good for scaling our fortune teller, and then don't really care. Others, art cards are disabled. Not too worried about this boss. Go ahead and discard just one of these queens. Okay, steal is always nice. If we get a jack, we could do queen jack 10 9 8. Go ahead and steal. Put this 9 as gold because we're gonna discard it anyways. Go ahead and discard all this. That's awesome. Money here. And discard those. Right? Yep. Okay, so we got could use that. Yeah, I might as well. Okay. So let's just do this and then move that guy to the end, that guy there. Levels up our runner. I think it'll be high enough to be 220. Oh, easily. Yeah, we're fine. If we're going to basically win if we play a straight or a flush 5. This is awesome. Even though we're pretty much guaranteed, I'm going to keep trying to scale. Maybe just not as like min-max. I'm not going to replace any of these jokers, so let's not. Let's try to roll for more tarot cards. Strengthen our deck. And I'll roll once more. Forces 1 card always be selected. That is probably one of the best bosses we can get. I feel like that's one where if you get a bad card, you just discard it. Let's go ahead and play a straight. But let's go 20, heal. And let's get one more tarot card here. I don't really care about these. Okay, yep, awesome. And I'll discard you two. Queen, Jack, 10, 9. Nice. We are just floating in money, dude. You, Queen, Jack. I'm not going to do that. I am going to instead. And I don't think we're gonna need this. Plus we have 4 more hands, so move you at the back. And perfect. Gonna keep that to block tower from popping up. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, so without a king, that wasn't powerful enough. 3 of a kind should, though. And full house even stronger. Go ahead and move those 7s here. And that should win the round. Nice. Okay, so if we play a straight without a king, it's not going to be high enough. So I do have to remember that, because now that tells me not a guaranteed guaranteed win. I think we will Take those as clubs because that's going to give us more chances for that flush 5. I don't know that the 5 of a kind is strong enough, but I know for a fact the flush 5 is. Let's go ahead and buy that. Roll again. Don't care about those. Roll again. How many queens do I have that aren't? 1, 2, 2 that aren't. I might as well buy the fool, but not use it immediately just in case I get a better tarot card here. Sure. And we'll buy you and use you just in case. Roll. Buy you, of course. Roll. Buy you, of course. Sell you. Buy you. And buy you. We're just getting really lucky with these rolls here. I think I'm going to stop rolling there. That should be fine. Plus, we've got one more up until the final boss here. So, build our deck a little stronger. Go ahead and try to build another straight. Just make sure our runner's strong enough here for this final boss. Queen, 10. Let's go ahead and make you 2 clubs. It doesn't really matter what the third one is. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll just key those. And we'll go ahead and make sure that our king here is at the ends because I want him to break. Not that he would break better being at the ends, but it will just be a higher score. I'm really... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I'm really surprised with Oops All Sixes. None of the glass cards, even though I only played it like 3 or 4 times, have broken. But go, it's finally gone. Last round with our money. Can't take our money to the grave, and I'm not going to be playing past ante 8. So it doesn't really matter here. Let's do high card. And then let's just roll down. Buy you to block. Roll. That's good. So buy you, and let's roll. Matter. Oh, Showman's what I was talking about earlier. If you have Showman, then when you have cards up here, you can see them again. But without Showman, having them up here just blocks them from showing up elsewhere. All right, so final boss time. This will be really good in case we get like a... Do we have any jacks of clubs? We don't. Oh yeah, we do. We have 2 jacks in case a jack of clubs gets selected here. We're worried, but again, got a queen selected, so let's just go ahead and do our flush 5 and win out. Doesn't really matter here score-wise, but let's just go ahead and be optimal. Guaranteed mult at the beginning, twice at the end. Awesome. What was our final score here? Yeah, almost 6 million. Awesome. We got really lucky with that gold run. Thanks again for watching, and I hope that either if you're stuck on Gold Stake, that helps out a little bit, or just let me know in the comments if you want me to see other decks or need advice for any of the other decks at Gold Stake. See you guys later.